Hi everyone, welcome back to this week's health tip. We're continuing on our series talking with our office nutritionist, Mary. Mary, hello again. So
Hello.
what's the product we're going to be talking about this week? This is an important one. I deal with like bones and joints and inflammation and tenderness and things. So let us know what we're talking about this week.
Absolutely. I am going to be talking about curcumin. So you may have heard about curcumin. I think a lot of people talk about it in turmeric form. So
Yeah.
I'm going to share with you how curcumin can really help you. Curcumin is really an antioxidant. And what it's really doing is if you hear about the word antioxidant, it's really helping with oxidative stress, correct? And oxidative stress normally happens when there's like inflammation in your body. So when you're having pains in your body, any kind of pain, whether it's headache or joint pain, it's all got to do with inflammation. So when you normally take a Tylenol, what it's doing is it's sort of like a temporary solution, but it's really not getting rid of the inflammation, correct? So taking something like a Curcumin Extreme will actually help to reduce that inflammation and eventually address that inflammation so that eventually goes away and that aches and pains goes away, right? So that's what it is. But besides that, it actually has other functions too. I always like products that are actually multifaceted, like you're not taking it for one thing. So personally, I love Curcumin Extreme. And again, this is one of those products that needs to be in your, supplement cabinet, because what it does is it also helps with liver detox. So if you're a person who's taking a lot of medication, if you're a person who's super stressed, or for that matter, drinks, you need this product because what it really does, it's really detoxifying your liver. And in some cases, I've heard from some clients who've taken it, so you want to get rid of your hangover, you can have your drink. Obviously, we're not encouraging you to drink, but if you do, take curcumin extreme before you go to sleep so that the next day you don't have that crazy hangover. So that's what it does. And as an antioxidant, it's there to boost your immune system too. Okay.
Right.
So let me talk to you about why this particular curcumin is much better.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever heard about it, but curcumin is actually not easily bioavailable, which means it's not easily absorbed in the body. So in order for you to take it, you definitely have to have black pepper and you need to have oil. So there is something called, I think I forgot the name of the drink. There's a particular drink that people can drink. They can put some turmeric, they can put some oil and then pepper and drink it. But when you drink it, it doesn't taste very good. So an easier option is to get this particular product because what it's doing is, I know we talked about isotonics being the best delivery system, but this particular product is actually in a capsule form. But the reason being is that we need to have the mixture of all these three things in order for it to be better bioavailable. So in order to encapsulate that, you need it in a capsule form. And the capsule is actually easily dissolvable in your stomach. So it's once it goes in, and a lot of our capsules are actually plant-based. So when it actually hits the stomach, it dissolves very quickly. Okay, so that's what it's really doing is we are having those ingredients together, and it uses this ingredient called Mariva, which is a patent ingredient, which really means that that ingredient has gone through clinical trials to prove that it actually does what it's meant to do. So when these products are formulated, the company uses that number from the clinical trial to create the formulation. So that's why when you have it, it's the right formulation that you get. Okay. So besides that, what it also does, as I said, is it promotes apoptosis in unhealthy cells. So what does apoptosis mean? It actually means that it's killing the unhealthy cells, right? So normal, if you in no science, is our body regenerates cells every time, and those cells need to die, and that's a normal process of a cell. But some cases, what happens is the cell stops to die and it just sort of goes rogue. That's called cancer, correct? So you can use this product to sort of even help with that. And the other thing is that we talked about the liver detox. It actually helps. So, I normally like to take this pretty often because it's helping to detoxify my liver. But also, what it does is actually helps when you are, in a stage of menopause and you have a lot of those menopausal symptoms. The curcumin extreme can actually help because it's actually working with the liver, correct? So that's the purpose of it. So I also take it even sometimes when I have headaches, I will take curcumin extreme. So instead of taking your Tylenol, give this a try, and you will start to notice that it's actually very effective. Because let me give you actually a little testimonial of my daughter. So my daughter a few years ago was skateboarding, and she actually slipped and fell, and she's slightly sprained her ankle. So what I did is I gave her Curcumin Extreme, and another product that I'm going to talk shortly is Bromelain Plus. So both of them are anti-inflammatory. So when you actually injure yourself, your body's natural mechanism is to create inflammation to help to protect the body as well as to heal, correct?
Right.
So what curcumin and bromelain does is actually helps to reduce that inflammation. So I was able to give her this along with the bromelain, and within a week, her ankle was healed, and it's been absolutely fine. She didn't have to go for physio because it wasn't that severe, but I was able to help her, and she didn't have to take any of those, Tylenol and what do you say?
Pain meds.
Ibuprofen, correct? Because those actually can upset your stomach. So that's what also the benefit of this is. You can use it for different aspects, and definitely, like flu season is coming, you want to boost your immune system. Even having curcumin on a daily basis can really help.
That's right. That's right. The bright colored sort of like herbs and things are always really good for your body in general,
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes.
very good.
And if you're looking to detoxify, there is a product line that you can actually get, which actually has 3 antioxidants. So this purple bottle is called an OPC3, which has an ingredient called pycnogenol. Oxygen Extreme has milk thistle, which you would have heard actually is really good for detoxifying, and then Curcumin Extreme. So if you take this, and you can do it like once every quarter, or once every 6 months, and can really help with detoxifying your liver.
Right. So it's a good way to clean out all the junk in the garage.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know what? I always equate detoxing to, how you change your oil in the car. Every 6 months you need to change your oil. That's what we need to do with our body, because, even though we have organs that actually help to detoxify, sometimes there is excess oxidative stress that is happening in our body, and you need some supplements to help. So that's when this can be really, really helpful.
Unfortunately, the North American lifestyle with all the pollution and the chemicals in our foods, it just accumulates more than should be necessary for the human body to handle. So we need these little purges every so often to kind of clean things up. So,
absolutely. I even use this for people who have like insulin resistance. So when people have diabetes, a lot of the times they also have insulin resistance, which means the liver is not working very effectively, correct? So even you're doing a detox for that can really help to improve the insulin resistance in people who have diabetes.
Awesome. Very good. All right. So if anybody wants to, order this, we'll have the link below like usual. And if you want to connect with Mary so she can give you some guidance, her information will be below the video. And that's it for this week. And we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.